I was in a session with Dr. Spotnitz and a bunch of other people, and in the course of the session, I became very involved in what was going on. There were a number of different people who had all kinds of different approaches to things, and Hyman Spotnitz was working with them on it. And in the course of that, I became aware of how different I was from a number of the people who were in that large classroom of people who were getting simultaneous therapy from him. And so as he was working on that, I don't remember the details clearly anymore, but what happened is that in the process, I suddenly was aware of how heartbroken I was in his presence, and found him to be very helpful to me in particular. And I fell off of my chair onto the floor, and people, a couple of women screamed and said some things or other, and Hyman Spotnitz ran over to me and wanted to pick me up, and I said, "You don't need to pick me up. I'll pick myself up when I get around to it. Just give me another half a minute or so to do this." And he couldn't help himself. He wanted to pick me up, and I said, "No, no, 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 don't pick me up. I'll get up. Don't worry about it. I'm not helpless." And so we had this angry interaction between the two of us. I wanted him to not to have to take care of me, and I wanted him to understand that I didn't need taking care of. I was just heartbroken about my past, that's all. Mm-hmm. And I needed, and I was moved by the way he was treating a bunch of the people there, women and their daughters, and this, that, the other thing, a whole lot of different things. And one of them was the nastiness of one mother with her own daughter, and I got upset with that. But at any rate, he did come and insisted on picking me up, and then I finally got up, and I rebuked him again for having picked me up when I didn't need it. And so he got a lesson from me, and we made it up very quickly after that. But it was a very important experience for me. In one of these very large groups that he was running at that time, and all the people in there, and very few of them really knew what they were doing. And I felt that I knew a lot of what I was doing, but I knew also that Spotnitz wanted to be very careful under the circumstances. Maybe not so much for me as for some of the other people who were witnessing what looked like a breakdown for them. And it was not a breakdown for me. It was a discharge of gigantic emotions that had been bottled up for quite a while.
Do you remember what those emotions
No, I don't
might
remember
be?
at the moment, but it had to do with my integrity and the desire to be exactly who I was, and not somebody else. That's what it was mostly about. Yeah. Yeah. It was and Marie had a big fight with him also, because she didn't want to go to group that was that big, and she would be lost in it. And the woman who usually sat next to me also had somebody else sitting next to her, and the woman said to the woman who was next to her that you have something on your mind and you're not saying it. And the second woman said, I don't give a shit what you think about what I was thinking about. You're wrong, and you're always wrong when you talk about me in public here in this class, in this therapy room. And I said, yes, and you can say that for me as well, I said. But it was good. It was a very good session. Yeah. But he was going at full speed in those days. He was big. I mean, he handled gigantic. And I saw him once in Texas someplace, and he operated on a gigantic room that he went through. One thing after another, after another, after another. He was unbelievable. He was at his best.
Yeah.
I was really amazed at how he worked, and eventually I got down there and did a program somewhat similar to the way he did, but not nearly as good. But at least I was learning from it. Yeah, I was learning how to. He was on his back, lying on his side. He was lying straight along his window, and he all of a sudden he got off of the couch, and he walked over to me, and he kissed me on the mouth, and I knew right away what that meant. I understood it instantly, because he never would have done it otherwise. What he was telling me is, this is the last time you're seeing me. And because he knew he was dying. I got a job down at Philadelphia, and I worked there for a number of years.
With Dr. Ellis.
Dr. Ellis, Stephen Ellis. And then I asked Marie to make a school for me up here, and she did.
She was very good at that.
Yeah, she was very good at that. She was very good. That was before she got Alzheimer's. She was very good at that. And she made a very interesting school because she had a number of different thoughts. She wanted a school where she could work with criminals, because that was one of the goals she had in mind when she was in graduate school. And she set that up here, and she got that program going, and she started to teach some of the students how to work with them, and but she was interested in that.
Yes, she saw quite a few here in this. Office.
She was very interested in that, and she wanted to see what she could do with them.
Marie worked with one woman, and you tell this story off and on to us about a woman who could only be in the room with Marie. She wanted to sit behind or under the couch.
Oh, I remember her, that one, yes. Yes, she was very intimidated woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Marie had the perseverance.
She wasn't a woman, she was a young person, very young person. Yes, she was she lay under the couch for quite a while, good number of years, actually, yeah. But she did well. She did well in her therapy eventually, yeah.
That showed a lot of patience that Marie had, and knew how to do analysis without requiring her to be any other way than what she was for a number of years.
Good. She was very good.
Yeah.
She was a very good person. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, Dr. Lucas, is it okay if I put this, what we just talked about now, include it with the videos that I'm going to put on YouTube?
Why not?
Okay,
Why not?
good. And so, here are all your videos on your YouTube there.
Right.
They're right there, so you can remember there, and I'll put this one up later on. And I just want to confirm, because I always do this with people when I take a video of them, I have your permission to put them
Absolutely.
on YouTube.
Yes, you certainly do have
Okay.
my permission.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're a very fine person, and I enjoy you a lot.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Lucas, and likewise, I enjoy you a lot too.
Good.
Very much. You've been very helpful to me over the years.
Good.
I have love for you
Good.
too.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not going to kiss you on the mouth, though.
That's good.
Okay. Okay, I'm signing off now for the YouTube. This is Mark Sell, YouTube channel Therapy for the Heart with Dr. Gerald Lucas.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.